Hey y'all, Troy Richardson here, Momentum Engineering. We're up here, I think it's May 1st or 2nd. I think it's, yeah, May 1st, 2024. We're been rock hounding in this area, and we've changed our direction. We was up here a couple of days ago, and some group up here looking to find out how many snakes are up there. So we went out and got our snake grabber, and I saw a snake yesterday, and I haven't seen any in the morning. I've been up and down this mountain, haven't seen any snakes, but when I saw that one the other day, made me think I better figure out what they are and just keep an eye out for them. I'll post the snake that you saw in the first part of the video. That's what we're looking for. Like we got some people on the way up here. I think we'll be fine. Do have our trusty 6-shooter and beam, our Weimaraner. Santaquin, Utah, Pole Canyon. Let's see what we can find. You know, it's a little warmer, so I decided I'm going to wear pants and a boots just in case these snakes are anything like the grass snakes in Galveston area. I had a good friend of mine was a drunk. And, well, I had a lot of friends who were drunks. But he went to a big party down in Galveston, Texas. And he basically got 86'd. And so he decided he's going to walk home. You know, and they threw him out. And it was dark. He started walking. All of a sudden, he started feeling, this is back before cell phones and flashlights, all those fun things you pack all the time. Kept feeling something hitting him in the leg. Sure enough, he got out his lighter to figure out what it was. All these snakes had jumped up onto the road to keep themselves warm because they're, you know, cold-blooded animals. And they were striking at him. He went right back and humbled himself, got back in the party. Snake hounding. Yeah, like I've told you guys, I rock hound up in this area. Been finding some morganite, all kinds of stuff. I guess I better show you my GPS stuff on my phone. It's 5 o'clock, May 1st, 2024. But what I like to do up here is I look at flowers, I look at rocks, and now I'm looking for snakes. Because I seen that one, and this guy from this environmental group was hiking with me this morning. And I thought, what the heck's this guy? He didn't have any backpacks or anything on him. And then he got close enough to me. He said, "You seen any snakes?" And then I told him I had the day before yesterday in the evening, saw my first one, and he wanted to know what it was. And he thought he was looking for milk snakes. So are we. But I know there's rattlesnakes up here. Let's keep looking for rocks and snakes. Got my trusty grabber. So when I was up here before, I think it was 2 days ago, I was just walking along this, and I was hidden in this high grass, a little thicker than what I'm on now. And that's when I spotted my slithering friend. I wasn't too anxious to get too close. It was a darker colored one. Hey, there's a nice little piece. Look at that. Right in the trail. Now that'll polish up nice. Look, it's got some transparency. Oh yeah. Rock hounding and snake hounding. With my Weimaraner hound. Beam for short, beamer. Well, found a nice little polishing rock. Where's the snakes? Beam might be chasing them out in front of me. I'll have to watch him because occasionally he gets into something, and so I'm sure the snakes will be slithering away from him whether he goes after him. I hope his old girlfriends, Carly and Zoe, 2 Dobermans, I think their last name was Clafta, when they went through their rattlesnake training down there in southern Utah, I hope they come back and told Beam, you know, Another nice piece of dendritic jasper. You know, I found some really cool stuff. I told you, I think I found a dinosaur egg, or at least a petrified snake egg, big one. Have to look at that for the other in the other videos. Well, we're gonna go to the top of this. This little spot above my house in Santaquin, Utah, and I found morganite up here. And then I decided to go over to Santaquin Canyon. Found a lot of nice dendritic jasper. A few really unique specimens, different crystal formations, but yeah, so we're over there on that Santaquin side though. I'd still be hiking. I think I end up hiking for 3 times of these to get up here, you know, above Santaquin, Utah. There's Utah Lake way out there in the distance. Little reservoir down there fills up, and then you got West Mountain out there. They say the only sure thing about West Mountain every year is it's gonna burn. Yep. It's a pretty burnt mountain. Now, one thing I've learned about snakes, you know, they're cold-blooded animals, critters, reptiles, you know, to be technical, and they like to get warm so they can hunt into the night. You know, gives them, well, we always move better when we're warm, right? There's a little piece of, I don't see much dendritic stuff, so leave it for next time. But yeah, we're up here hiking above Santaquin, Utah, and there's a rock I wanted to go show you. That's where we're looking for snakes. Seems like the snakes are going to be in the taller grass, so we'll just kind of watch ahead of us. See if we see something slithering. See if we can get up close to see it. Yeah, if you watch really close, you know, and I'll back it out a little bit, but as you're walking down through this grass, a lot of times you'll spook the snake and you'll see it slithering away. Now, ideally, you want to know what color and what kind of shapes are on it and that type of thing before you start getting too close. But if you know what it is and you want to just kind of check it out and see what it looks like and give people some visuals of what to look for up here, then you just kind of sneak up on it and try not to stir it up too much. But one thing I can do is teach my dog Beam a little bit about staying away from snakes, because not all snakes are good snakes. Some are better than others. So another thing I really like doing up here, and I'm gonna have to start maybe transplanting these things, but these are beautiful flowers that show up here. When I come up in the morning, a lot of them are just kind of tucked away and they're just, you know, underneath, but boy, what a beautiful array of flowers. I think these are like a Indian paintbrush, if memory served me right. I remember when I had my granddaughter up here, and that's a big old dandelion, I think. But I had my granddaughter up here and she's picking me flowers. Oh, little Lily. Oh, she's a special one. Born on Grandpa and Grandma's anniversary. You know, when things happen on dates, we start noticing them in my family. You know? I mean, my mom was a numerologist. And, shoot, I think I was 3rd grade before I figured out it wasn't a college degree. Boy, it had my chart done, everything. You name it. But I'm still good with numbers. That's why I got a big engineering degree in physics. You know, background, 30 credits of physics. Then I decided to get my writing degree, technical writer, and change the zipline industry for the better. Make it safer. That's right. And hopefully, you know, I put enough elements in here, and there's another beautiful little flower, that, you know, I'll at least you'll be able to be warned of what the snakes are up here, so you can enjoy a little bit of rock hounding. But I'm working my way up to this really cool rock, and if I could get to it, boy, I would try to get it and put it in my truck. But I know there's a limit on how many rocks you can take off a mountain. You know, I always look at these white ones. You know, sometimes they have gold in them, or even iron pyrite. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I just look at these little rock piles, and sometimes I find some good stuff, and sometimes I'm just up here for the exercise and the spirituality. It's like I'm gonna have to turn around and go another way. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go to the Grand Tetons to look at mountains like this. You know, these are pretty mountains, but you just got to get up closer to them. You know, unfortunately, that mountain burned a few years ago. Oh, my daughter-in-law was really concerned, and I think my son was too, about their house. But it was, I know a little bit about fire. Generally don't burn downhill, you know, so if you can go downhill on a fire, I think that's probably your best bet. You'll never outrun the fire going uphill. I guess, you know, I've got my grabber here, and I'm ready to do snakes, because, you know, when I was a kid, I grew up in a place where we had a boiler that heated our house, and so that meant there was a lot of water, and we just happened to put our duck feed down there, and one day the duck feed had already started to kind of grow. We had ducks, cows, chickens, you name it, around us. And Mom wanted that bag of duck feed out of there, and I went down there and grabbed it, and it was growing about 6 inches. And I looked down right in the middle of that duck feed, 30 pounds of it, and there was a stinking water snake. Oh shit, Mom, if I would have told Mom that the snake, I was holding a snake, I don't know, she would have had a heart attack. So I kindly said, Mom, move, let me get this outside. Sure enough, that location, we had snakes coming out from underneath the porch. One day we threw a flare underneath. They were just water snakes, but we didn't want them under there. You know, it's a little disturbing to wake up in the middle of the night and start heading for the restroom and step on a snake, you know. Well, the snakes are not running like they were. I was hoping probably going to be more of a July event, but we thought we'd give it a shot, see if we could find any. Let's keep looking for that cool rock that I know was up here. Yeah, I was hoping I didn't post that rock. I mean, I did put some pictures of it on there, and somebody come up here and dug it out, because it was a cool rock. I looked for it the other day, but yeah, I know it's around here somewhere. Well, there's something you see once in a while up here. Yeah, it's kind of got some crystalline. Not very heavy. I could pack it home, but it's kind of got a cool little structure of crystals in there. So, yeah. Maybe I'll just stack it here in case somebody wants to come find it. Oh, I always try to give you my GPS coordinates in case anybody wants to, you know, check us out, come find us. You know, if you find me up here with my truck that says Momentum Engineering and my hat. One guy was here this morning. He was snake hunting, and so are we now. Oh, we forgot I had to walk right through here to get to it. This is that rock I was telling you. It is cool. Got all these different colors in it. Looks like it's pretty hard. I don't think it's really extremely hard, but I mean, this is a big rock. Wouldn't that be cool in the front yard? Whew. Yep. Well, you should have seen the rock my one friend, Dennis Jacobson. Oh my gosh. He brought a rock home, and I am not kidding you. This guy he never done anything small. This guy's brilliant. I've never seen anybody that could take anything apart, put it back together. It's 10 times better than ever thought it could have been. Amazing millwright out of Geneva Steel, that great Geneva Steel located in Utah County and helped us win the war. But yeah, he brought a rock, that Dennis. Oh my gosh. He put it on his flatbed lowboy, and this was a big, I mean, he hauled big equipment. And when he went to get the rock off, it was so stinking big. And I'm not saying that little rock we just looked at. I'm saying 6 foot tall, 8 foot wide, 20 foot long, big square block. And it was a cool looking rock. And it about tipped his truck over getting the dang thing off. But once it was in his backyard, it will never leave there. What a crazy guy. But I got great friends. You know, get up in the mountains, hike around if you can. Take your dog. You know, talk to God. You know, for me, it's kind of what I got to do. You know, I need God every day. And boy, if you don't have God, fake it till you make it, you know. Ask him. Fake it, you know. Just say, God, if you're there, I could use some help. You know, because we all need help every day.